What's up, everybody? I am your host, Tay, and welcome back to another episode of All Things Lifestyle. I hope you all are doing well. And of course, if you are loving the show, go ahead and give the show a 5-star review and write me a rating on Apple Podcasts. Let me know what you think of the show and just any show suggestions, things you think I should talk about. Yeah, all the things. So yeah, follow the show too. Subscribe. If you're listening on YouTube, I do upload these on YouTube. I don't have like video yet. That's coming in the near future. I still upload the episodes on YouTube just in case if that's more convenient for you guys to listen to, along with Apple Podcasts and Spotify and other podcast platforms. So yeah, go ahead and follow, subscribe, and get notified when I upload a new episode on Thursdays. Let's do a little bit of catch up. So I've had some guests on the past few weeks, and usually like at the beginning of my episodes, like my solo episodes, I like to do a little bit of a catch up or, like what I've been doing and things like that. So we've had some guests on, so I haven't really been able to do that. Yeah, so let's do a little bit of a catch up. I got the Beyonce tickets. So I got Beyonce tickets. I'm so excited. I was so nervous at first because I didn't know if I was going to get them. I didn't get an email. Okay, so let me just run down the whole thing. If you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure you know. But if you don't know, Beyonce released her tour February 1st. Like, she announced it or whatever. We all knew she was going on tour. We were just waiting for her to announce it. So she announced it on February 1st. She posted on Instagram. Blew up the internet, of course. She blew up the internet with her post and her announcement. If you went on her website, it was like you had to register, like certain cities and certain dates and stuff like that. You had to register on Ticketmaster. And what was supposed to happen was you were supposed to get like an access code after your email was approved by Ticketmaster and everything. You're supposed to get an access code within like a week or two, and you were going to be able to get your ticket because her tickets aren't available right away. Like, just because she announced the tour, that doesn't mean the tickets were available right away for everybody to grab. So we had to wait for that. And honestly, on Ticketmaster, it started to be available city by city. And she added dates. She added like, the one I'm going to is in Maryland. She added like 2 dates to that. She added a date in Atlanta. So she was adding dates too. She's probably still going to add dates. But yeah, so you go on Ticketmaster and it's not just tickets available. So each day I'm checking Ticketmaster. I'm refreshing the page. Like, is the tickets ready? Is the tickets ready? Is the tickets available? So it was Thursday or Friday. And my cousin texted me. She was like, oh, tickets is available, yada, 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 like my sister. And I'm like, okay, so we got to do this. So I'm on the website. And I don't know if y'all seen those memes where it was like, people were fighting. They were like, this is how I'm about to be fighting for my tickets for the Beyonce. That's how it was on Ticketmaster, because it was like the tickets would be there and then they would disappear. The tickets would be this price and then there'd be another price. It was just crazy. So you had to literally like get on there. You can't, it's not like, oh, I'm chilling. No, you had to get on there and get the tickets and get out. Like, it was not. So me and my sister, we're on there like looking a little bit, but we're like, okay, the section we wanted, as soon as I was about to click it, it was gone. So I was like, okay, we just got to click. We just got to get some sections. So we got our tickets. And then even when they're in your cart, it's like a certain amount of time. It was like 5 or 6 minutes to like put your card information in and to check out and the tickets and everything, because that is how crazy it was. And then I feel like the reason the tickets were like there, then they weren't, they were there, then they weren't, is because people were adding them to their cart, and then it probably would expire, and then the tickets will go back, available for everybody else. So yeah, it was crazy. It was a time, but I got the tickets, so excited. And yeah, got Beyonce tickets. I've never seen, and I'm amped because I've never seen Beyonce in concert. I've missed her tours. I think her last tour, or was it the tour before last? I was deployed the first time, and I'm coming back just in time for this next one. And I'm like, yeah, it's just some things I need to experience in life, and a Beyonce concert is one. Like, I don't care if it's the only one I go to. I need to experience one. So yeah, speaking of iconic concerts and tours, Lil Wayne dropped his tour dates too. Y'all, I was just sitting here like, am I dreaming? Like, Beyonce, my two favorite artists are Beyonce and Lil Wayne. Like, hands down, can't tell me nothing about them. She announced her tour on the 1st, and he announced his the next day. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, my pockets, they're hurting. Like, stop. They're hurting me. Stop. So I'm like, y'all, they trying to run my pockets. But y'all, when I say the Lil Wayne tickets went in 2 seconds, like, so they went on sale at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm on there, or no, Pacific time, Central time, 10 a.m. Central time. I'm on there. I get on the website. I get on Ticketmaster at 10:02, 10:03. And so you know how you get on Ticketmaster, it's like you're in the queue, so-and-so, this is how many people is in front of you. It was like 2,000. It started at like 2,000 people in front of me, and I was like, this is crazy. So, but it was going super fast, because it went from 2,000 to like 1,000 to 500, and then like 400, 300. So it was going fast. But when I got in to get tickets, there was none. Even still, no tickets. And now there's resales, and tickets are like $3,000 for standing room. So I'm like, child, I can't, you can't win them all. I got Beyonce tickets, so I'm amped, because I've been going to Lil Wayne concerts since I was like 12. Like, because I've loved him. So every time he go to a concert festival, I'm there. I'm trying to be there, or I'm there. But I've been seeing him for years, and Lil Wayne be outside. Beyonce don't be outside. And I'm like, I need to see her before she don't do no more tours. So that's why I was more focused on getting Beyonce tickets versus Lil Wayne tickets. Love my man. Love him to death. But I've seen him in concert so many times, and I'm gonna see him in concert probably at a festival this summer. Like, it's gonna be something. So wasn't too heartbroken about that. Of course I was a little heartbroken, it's my man, but I wasn't super upset. I would have been super upset if I didn't get Beyonce tickets. I would have been upset, but it's okay. So yeah, the celebrities are announcing tours. Everybody's on tour. Chloe Bailey's about to go on tour. Ari Lennox on tour. And SZA about to go on tour. The celebrities are outside. They are going on tour, and spring summer is gonna be lit. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Like I said before, like last month started school. I just been doing school, hanging out with friends, chilling. Like, time is just going, and I'm ready to get back home. Oh, I didn't even say what else I'm going to talk about on the podcast today. So on the episode today, I'm going to be talking about deep conditioning. And it's crazy because I'm sitting here with the deep conditioner in my hair. But I'm going to talk about deep conditioning today, because I've talked about like my natural hair on I have a couple episodes about my natural hair. I kind of want to separate them now and do like, my shampoo and conditioners, my deep conditioners, my wash and goes and stuff like that. Like, I've talked about my wash and go routine like last year. I want to say probably around this time last year, I did a natural hair episode, but I kind of want to like separate them now. And just like focus on certain ones. So I'm going to do a deep conditioning episode today. I'm going to talk about my top 5, 6? I have 6 deep conditioners here that I love, that I've been using for over 2 years, each conditioner. Some more than 2 years, but at least 2 years I've been using these just in rotation. And my deep conditioning routine, how you gonna get your curls popping. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about that later in the episode. For now, let's get into the affirmation. Okay, so for the affirmation this week, it's my immune system is strong and keeps me safe. My immune system is strong and keeps me safe. What inspired me to put that as my affirmation is because I am sitting here sipping some elderberry tea. And of course, we know like elderberry helps your immune system, you know, from getting sick and everything. And I would say I was a little bit sick last week. I was a little bit sick last week, and not like super sick. I just had like a slight sore throat. I was a little congested. It passed super quick. It wasn't anything like long. It was like, it lasted maybe like a couple days, because when I feel myself getting sick, I am on it. I am taking medicine, because I'm like, or I'm taking medicine and drinking tea like 2-3 cups a day, because I'm like, I do not want to be sick for days and days. That's annoying. Like 4 or 5 days later and I'm still sick. No. So I try to attack it the day of. As soon as I feel a little a little itch in my throat, I'm like, where's the cough medicine? I need something. And y'all, so I've always been the type of person, I don't know if it was the kind of NyQuil I had before, but NyQuil and stuff never really affected me. Please. When I just took this NyQuil, it knocked me out. And I was like, whoa, like, because usually NyQuil and stuff like that never had any effect on me. Like, I would just be normal. But no, this was like the bluish, yeah, like the bluish greenish bottle. What? That had me knocked. I was like, yeah. And NyQuil works, and NyQuil and DayQuil works every time when I have like a sore throat, stuffy nose, headache. It just works for me every time. So yeah, I took that and it had me out of there. And I had my cough drops, like I said, my tea. I just be like super on it, because I hate sitting up being sick for days and days and days. It is so annoying. So yeah, I just went on a rant about me being sick, but that's what inspired the affirmation for today. So yes, keep your immune system strong. Like I said, drink your tea, or eat your greens, or drink your greens. Like I drink my green juices. And take some ginger shots, do all those things and keep yourself healthy. Okay, so product of the week. Product this week is going to be a deep conditioner. So I said I'm going to talk about deep conditioners and my routine and everything. So the product of the week is the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter hair mask. I've been using this hair mask since I went natural, 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago. And this was actually, I feel like, the first one I picked up. Now, what my love for deep conditioning, for one, started from like watching the Glam Twins on YouTube. When I first went natural, I always watched them, their hair videos and everything, and they were like, deep condition, deep condition, deep condition. Like they always stressed deep conditioning. And literally I felt a difference in my hair. And this raw shea butter was like the first deep conditioning mask I ever used, and it was like the only one I used for a long time before I came like, not a product junkie, but kind of, because I used to just buy so much natural hair. But I feel like everybody did that. Like when you went through your natural hair journey, you just bought stuff. Like you just bought like so many different conditioners, deep conditioners, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but when I first went natural, this was the one I used through and through. And the smell, you kind of get used to the smell. You get used to the smell. It's not like as soon as you open it, it's like, oh my God, it smells so good. It's shea butter, It's a smell, but it's not stinky. It's just, yeah, it's a natural smell. It's a natural smell, but it works every time. Still to this day, have my curls popping, have my hair super soft, and it works. So yeah, the shea butter, Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter hair mask. And I'm going to have it linked in the show notes or description box. And as far as like, it's going to be linked there. And I have like a shop. So you guys can go on there, click the link and go on there, and you can see like other products that I like and I recommend, and other products I use like my skincare and everything. It's all there. So yeah. So the product of the week will be linked in there. I'm going to talk about like 5 other deep conditioners. Those will be linked in there as well, like in the show notes and the description box. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, click the link and it's going to be there. Okay, so as far as my deep conditioning routine. So I'm going to talk about my routine first, and then I'm going to get into the rest of the deep conditioners that I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, so first things first, you have your hair washed and conditioned, like with your regular conditioner or not. I went through a phase where I wasn't even using conditioner. I would just shampoo and then just go straight to deep conditioner, but it just depends on your hair, your goals, and how dry your hair is, how moisturized your hair is, and those things like that. So you got your hair washed and conditioned. First things first, when you apply your deep conditioner, make sure your hair is wet. Don't apply your deep conditioner when your hair is almost dry or even like halfway dry. Apply it when it's wet. Like usually I use a spray bottle and I spray my hair and apply the deep conditioner. For me, it just works better when my hair is wet. Like dripping wet, have the towel on you or whatever, so you're not like soaking your clothes. But have your hair dripping wet when you are applying your deep conditioner. And then another thing, apply your deep conditioner in sections. Like I do mine in 4s or 6s. Like I'll do maybe like 3 parts on each side or something like that. Do sections so that way you are getting every strand. You're getting every strand of hair in the deep conditioner. And then you know how like when you get a perm or relaxer or get your hair colored or anything like that, how they section them and they do it like from roots to tips. That's how you want to do your hair. That's how you want to apply your deep conditioner, from roots to tips. Make sure it is covered in the product. Now me, I'm a little heavy-handed still with my deep conditioner. I can't help it, but I'm definitely heavy-handed when it comes to my deep conditioning. Next tip, put oil on top of your deep conditioner. So you have your hair section, you have deep conditioner in, your hair is feeling good, luscious, and make sure you get the roots and you get your edges and all of that. Like your hair's coated in the product. Use oil on top of your deep conditioner. I started doing this like maybe like a year or something into my natural hair journey, and I felt the difference. So put oil. I use like any kind of oil now, but I used to use faithfully the Jamaican black castor oil, or castor oil period, because it was thick and my hair was like dry. My hair still like on the drier side, and I need a lot of moisture in my curls. So the castor oil is thick, and the Jamaican black castor oil, so I would just put that on top of the deep conditioner, and then after put a plastic cap or plastic bag, whatever you have, on top of your hair. And this is the thing. So you have your oil, your plastic cap, right? Sit under the hooded dryer. Now, you know how you go to the salon and they put the conditioner in your hair and you sit under the dryer for about 10-15 minutes? Do that at home. And here's a tip too, if you don't have a hooded dryer, because I didn't always have a hooded dryer. I would use my my scarf that I wrap my hair at night, or a bonnet, but you want something tight. You want something tight. So I would suggest using a scarf, or like if you have like a slap, like a satin line cap that's kind of tight. Put that on your hair so it can trap the heat. So it's kind of like a heated deep conditioning kind of thing. Now you can do that if you don't have a hooded dryer, or you can do that if you don't just want to sit under the hooded dryer. If you want to like deep condition all day, like I've had plenty of times where I just put my scarf on, trap the heat, and I'm like doing chores or chilling, for the day while my deep conditioner is sitting. Me personally, I feel like you should have it in for at least 30 minutes for it to actually like work. Like work on your hair and do what it needs to do. So I suggest 30 minutes or more. Me now, I usually do it for like at least 45 minutes to an hour. And I've always pretty much done like that. If I do it for 30 minutes, that means like I'm going somewhere, I'm rushing or something like that, which I hate doing my hair when I'm rushing anyway. But 30 minutes or more. I wouldn't do any less than 30 minutes. But yeah, sitting under a hooded dryer or putting a scarf on over your plastic cap, that's a game changer. That's gonna have your curls popping. And honestly, if you have, last tip, if you have like super dry hair, like you struggle just with your hair being dry and everything, I would overnight deep condition. Now, I used to overnight deep condition all the time. Not so much anymore. I haven't done it in a while. But If you suffer from like my hair's dry, I can't keep the moisture and all that stuff, overnight deep condition. Or if you don't overnight, do it like all day. So if you wash and deep condition your hair in the morning, don't wash the deep conditioner until like the end of the day. It makes a difference leaving the deep conditioner in for a long period of time. And I know some people are like, overnight deep conditioning isn't that good, you shouldn't do it. But I'm like, even if you don't do it all the time, even do it like once a month or twice a month, even if you just do it that many times, I feel like overnight deep conditioning definitely helped me when it comes to dry hair. And then, so when I first went natural, I used to deep condition like every week, faithfully. Now, that was one thing I was faithful on, is deep conditioning once a week. Once a week, I always deep condition. And unless I had like braids or something in, like a protective style for like a month or two. But when I wear my hair out, I would deep condition them once a week. Now I'm a little lazy with my hair right now. I need to get back on it. But yeah, definitely deep condition once a week. Your curls is going to be popping. Now, I'm pretty much speaking for like the curly hair. Relaxed hair, straight hair, of course, deep condition. I just don't feel like maybe all of these tips, because straight hair is different. Curly hair is prone to be more dry and stuff like that. So that's what these tips are for. But even if you have straight hair, relaxed hair, heat damaged hair, deep condition, period. Like deep condition, period. I feel like you can't go wrong with deep conditioning anyway, no matter what kind of hair you have. But, and if you want to see, like, because I know you guys are listening, but if you want to see my hair, like, I have pictures on my Instagram of like my wash and goes and my curls and stuff like that, just to see like the kind of curls I have and everything. Go on my Instagram. My Instagram is linked in the show notes as well. My pictures are on there. You can see my curls and my curl type and everything. But yeah, deep conditioning has really helped me, I would say, throughout my natural hair journey with the moisture and everything. So, and like I said, when I first went natural, I started watching the Glam Twins, and that's how they were too. Like all their videos, they're like deep condition, deep condition, deep condition. And I'm like, yes, like, now I'm like deep condition, like literally. I'm so faithful with it. So now I'm going to get into my top, is it 5 here? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. My top 5 deep conditioners that I feel like you need. Okay. So first one that's in my hair right now, the TGIN deep conditioner. It's the TGIN Honey Miracle hair mask. I think that's the name. Super, super good. Super good. Really moisturizing. And one thing I like about deep conditioners is when deep conditioners have like a slip. Like, you know how like it just glides through your hair. It's not like super thick. Kind of like the one I mentioned for the product of the week, the raw shea butter, that's kind of like a little thick. And there's nothing, I like those, but I do like the ones too with some slip. That's how the TGIN one is. It has some slip, and you could just put your hands through your curls. Like I said, with your hair wet, your hair is soaking wet, remember? And put your hands through your curls and glide the deep conditioner. And that's how the TGIN gosh, I can't talk. That's how the TGIN honey one is, and it smells super good. Love it. Next one, this is another Shea Moisture. I cannot talk today, y'all. Sorry. It's another Shea Moisture. It's the Manuka Honey Intensive Hydration Hair Mask. Now, random, but I still don't know the difference how it has like mask and mask. So it's like MASK, MASQUE, like different deep conditioners will have that, and I'm like, don't know the difference, but I feel like maybe one is thicker. So that thicker consistency, that's how this one is too. But again, it smells super good. Hair curls gonna be popping, hair gonna be soft. This one smells really good. I remember this one. That's definitely a go-to. Next one, the Camille Rose Algae Renewed Deep Conditioning Mask, and it's cocoa and mango butter. Now this one's my favorite. I feel like out of like natural hair lines, Camille Rose is my fave. I love Camille Rose because this deep conditioner is so fire. Now, okay, this one smells the best. This one smells the best out of all of these I'm naming. This Camille Rose cocoa mango butter one. It's mango butter. For the past year, I have fallen in love with mango butter. Like, I use it on my skin, my body, and now my hair. Like, I love it. So I've just been obsessed with mango butter. But this Camille Rose one, and same with this consistency, it has a little bit, it's kind of in the middle. It has slip, but then it's kind of thick. But then again, even with deep conditioners, they are going to be thicker than your regular conditioner, because it's supposed to be like it's a treatment, so you want it to have a little bit thicker than your regular conditioner. That makes sense. And the next one, so this one is going to be a little bit more expensive. It's the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Hair Mask. So this one, it definitely does what it says, repair. It definitely helped, because back in 2020, I went through some heat damage. Like, my curls are popping and everything, but I went through some heat damage back in 2020, and I was just so frustrated because I started going to the Dominicans to get blowouts. Y'all, if you know, the Dominicans fry your hair. Fry it. Like, and I was going there for like 3-4 months straight. Like, am I okay? Listen, I just did not care about my curls at that time. I was like, because it's like, once you got that sleek straight hair, I'm like, okay, I want this. I want it. I kept wanting it. So I was like, dang. So experienced some heat damage. Even though, like, I started to, like, trim at the heat damage, this deep conditioner, the Briogeo, definitely helped. And this next deep conditioner I'm going to name too helped. It's the Aquage Strengthening Conditioner. That is so good if you have damage too, like heat damage or any kind of damage. These last two conditioners, bomb. They're more expensive than the other 4 I just named, or other 3. But bomb. Like, if you want to splurge on deep conditioner, those are the ones. I feel like those are I probably tried a couple other ones, but those are like the most like high-end ones that I've repurchased and love. Yeah. The last one, the Aquage Strengthening Conditioner, so great if you have damaged hair. And the smell of the Aquage, I feel like it has like a different kind of smell. It doesn't stink. But the Briogeo is like, that smell is okay. Nothing crazy. And I say smell, I don't know, I'm so like, when it comes to like products, I'm like, well, what's it smell like? I'm just so obsessed with smells. But yeah, so those are the deep conditioners that I recommend. I hope you guys try one of these conditioners. I hope these tips, how I do my routine, and will help you with your deep conditioner routine. If you're stuck somewhere, if you're like, oh, I don't know what product to try, I don't know what to do, that's definitely what you should do and where you should start, because it's definitely helped me over the years with being natural and keeping the moisture in my hair and everything. All right, y'all. So that brings me to the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in to another week. And I will talk to you guys next week. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.